Hey guys, Danny here. So in today's video, I'm just going to be doing my kind of twist on my everyday look. Disclaimer here, this is not the Instagram look. So first I'm starting with the Sheer Glow Foundation by NARS. This foundation is super hydrating and kind of makes your skin look like your skin still. I apply it with my hands and I don't use primer underneath because I'm just really going for a subtle coverage where the skin just still looks radiant. Product I use here is the ColourPop concealer. I like to layer my concealers. I usually use 2 every day just to hide the dark circles as much as I can. I have really dark circles. So first I start with the ColourPop one and I just apply it around the eye area. It is more matte, so I like to do that one first. And I like to blend it with my fingers so it doesn't just dry up on my skin really fast. It actually blends better when it's warmed up. So instead of using like a beauty blender, the finger actually just is warm to the touch, so it warms the product up, which makes it easier to blend and more flawless. Then, I didn't show this, but I go in with my under eye brightener, and I actually really love it because it's super sheer and just nice and bright. There's not a lot of coverage to it, but it's the perfect topper for a matte concealer. Next, I like to kind of change up my setting powder. I like to use the loose powder from NARS. These powders are colored, the one that I use, and this one is called Beach. And I just press it into the skin all over the face. Normally, if I want a more dewy look or if it's a day off, I just like to set my under eye and T-zone. Cheeks, I am going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow. The bronzer is nice in the wintertime when I'm super pale, and it still gives a nice cool tone without being as dark as like my normal bronzer would be. So I blend the bronze side around on the cheekbones, around my hairline, nose, chin, and jawline. Blush, I'm using a newer blush by NARS. It's called Blissful. It's this really pretty dark plum kind of color and I just apply this to the apple of the cheek on top of the bronzer. And I like to bring it up onto the temple and a little bit blend it into my forehead line. Most of my blushes do have a little bit of some radiance to it. I use the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow Highlight as well, just because it's not super sparkly or over the top luminous. It just gives a really nice glow. Now for the eyes, I am going to use one of the Huda Beauty palettes. First, start with a good crease color, and remember the key to a nice eye or like a more you know, not Instagram kind of eye or a more relatable kind of eye is to blend. As you guys know, I love my warm tones. I love my oranges and maroons and pinks. So I like to start with that as a base and kind of go from there. I wanted to do a pop of color today, so I decided to start with this really pretty bluish sparkle shade from the Huda palette. So I applied that on my lid. Go in with just a nice plum color and just blend it into the corner of my eye for more definition. I also use that one under my eye as well. Brows, I'm gonna use the Morphe brow pencil. This is the lightest shade they have. It's like the definer from Anastasia, basically the same thing. I feel like it's just as pigmented. For brow gel, I go in with the Benefit, the Give Me Brow, and I'm also using the lightest shade. love it, and I've used it before, even though it kind of gives more of a crispy lash, and I really, really love a more fluffy lash in general. But this one seems to be layering well. And then I'll go in with my NARS Climax mascara, one that's more dried up and used, so I can use the spoolie side to kind of fluff the lash and like declump any of the first layers of mascara. Last, I'm gonna do my lip. I like kind of just doing one lip product and calling it good. Today I am using a hidden gem from NARS. It's one of the satin lip pencils, and it's called Bansar. Thanks for getting ready with me, guys. Just a small reminder, I film these videos because I want people to know from a trained makeup artist perspective that you don't have to have the Instagram look to have beautiful polished makeup. It's way more achievable for most people and way more wearable for most people. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video and stay tuned for more Get Ready With Me looks. Thanks for watching.